Hey guys, Jason from Firmbutts Fitness here tonight, and I wanted to bring you a quick video about this next 4-week period that's about to come up. So tonight, sitting down right now, it is 4 weeks until Christmas Eve. Now this is one of the busiest periods on the social calendar. We have work breakups, we have Christmas parties, we have social functions. The weather's really warm and nice, and generally you're out and about a lot more, and which usually means a lot more food and drink. Delicious food, by the way. But for a lot of you sitting there right now, it probably also means weight gain. Now, if you are sitting there tonight and you don't want to result this next few week period in feeling really overweight by the end of it, here are 3 key tips that I want you to focus on over this next 4 weeks. Now, first of all, it is to make sure that you're doing some training, okay? You need to keep your training really solid during the week in this next 4-week block. That means if you're going to a group gym or whatever it is you're doing, make sure you stick to it. Make sure you up your physical activity. So your output needs to increase during this next 4 weeks because your input, all that food and drink and all that kind of stuff, is also going to increase. So if that one goes up and the other one doesn't, it's going to obviously result in that weight gain, okay? The second one is, when you go to these Christmas parties, all right, if you've got something, say you've got something on a Friday night, that day, it's really, really, really important that you get a good workout in, whether it's in the morning, at lunchtime, whatever you need to do, you must get a workout in on that day, okay? I'll give you an example. If your calories intake's around that 2,400, 2,500 mark, if you burn 500, 600 calories in a workout, obviously if you consume a bit more, it's going to balance it out a lot more, like I was saying before, okay? So it's really important. And the third thing is making sure that your food on that day, Friday, again, we use the example, you work out in the morning and then the food for the rest of that day is reduced slightly, okay? So if you're usually eating, I don't know what it might be, 150 grams of rice and 200 grams of mince or meat, you might try and reduce each of those meals that you're going to have prior to going to the party, knowing that you're going to eat good food, you're going to have some drinks, which is obviously going to put some extra calories in there, all right? These 3 tips are going to help you dramatically, okay? And the other one, the last one, is probably a little side tip as well, is make sure that before you go to these functions, you also have a meal that is pretty low in carbohydrates and high in protein, because it's going to make you feel full, and a little bit of fats in there as well. Make you feel full so that when you get to these places, you're not going to be snacking on all those chips and all that kind of stuff. Focus on the main things that you want to eat during that time. As I said, it's the busiest time of the year, but it's a great time of the year and we want you to enjoy it. But the last thing you want is to ruin the results that you've gotten all through this sort of spring period and then throw it all out the window in this next 4 weeks. So any questions, I'm really keen to help out in this time so that we can really springboard into 2018. So hit me up, Instagram, Facebook. Until next week, stay firm.